Franz Sinclair still in football. But he was a macro to Jamaica side, you know. I tell you.
Welcome, Sports Nation, to Sports DTM, the sports channel where we call sports down the middle.
Greetings, Sports DTM fans, and welcome to another episode of Sports Down the Middle, the channel of undiluted sports content. Your favorite analysts are here to provide their feedback on the latest happening in the world of sports. Now, we would have published a video looking at black managers in football, and we just want to zone in on some former Reggae Boyz who are now managing at different levels in football world. But before we go into the details, we see that you've been liking and watching our videos. We also want you to be part of the Sports DTM family by clicking that subscribe button. If your subscribe button is still red, it simply means that you have not yet subscribed. So click that button and welcome to the Sports DTM family. All right, analysts. We have dug up a few former Reggae Boyz who have accelerated to managers at different levels. We want to start with Michael Johnson. Tigat, your views on this?
We see Michael Johnson as a nice little coaching career, right? We see where he was a caretaker for Notts County, and he also took up a coaching position at Cardiff City, and then he was appointed to Guyana as a national football coach. That was in 2018. And then we see after he left Guyana, he became England under-21 coach. So he has a little short managerial coaching thing, and I think it's going good for him. So I hope that he has a lot of experience, because I know that a job is waiting for him. I know that his phone is going to ring very, very, very soon.
Which job?
Which job? But
I will not say yet. I will not divulge. But sources tell me that his phone soon ring.
For upgrade in England. But before you close off on this, just remind the public or the fans of who Michael Johnson is, because when we hear Michael Johnson, most people think of the Olympian and the United States sprinter.
All right. Michael Johnson used to play for the Reggae Boyz, right? But he had a very short stint for the Reggae Boyz. He only represented Jamaica 13 times. Yeah, between 1999 to 2003. Right? He didn't went to the World Cup or anything like that. He just he was called and he represent, and they never get to go to the World Cup. So yeah, he was a center back, and he also play one of the wing back. Yeah, so that is Michael Johnson.
Eddie, Darren Moore. His name is being called a lot these days.
Yeah, man, he's in the papers in the UK. Again, former Reggae boy. He played pretty much a 1-year period, only getting 3 caps. He played 99 to 2000. Those 3 caps, but he had a very long career at the lower levels in England, playing for multiple clubs. He got his breakthrough at West Brom at the back end of one of the seasons that they got relegated. He came on board and was doing pretty well, trying to keep that team alive, but they went down. He was there as interim. He lost that job. He kept pushing as assistant for other clubs, and he finally got his break with Sheffield Wednesday. So,
but Eddie, to interject, at West Brom, he was a coach. He got the job as coach for a short period, and right. Yeah, they were in like 3rd position, and they think that wasn't good enough for them to be, so they fired him.
Yeah, he's been getting a lot of trap jobs.
Yes.
Jobs him really can't really save himself. And he's in another situation right now with Sheffield Wednesday. They are second from bottom in the championship. So don't look good for him again. But he's a relatively good coach. And I hope he'll continue despite the challenges he's been faced with right now.
So you're pretty much saying that he will be out of a job soon?
Yeah, and his phone might be ringing. So
Ray, let me hear your thoughts on this Dean Burton brother now.
You know, I was actually surprised to know how good of a manager Dean Burton has become. Last year, he had brought the under 23 West Brom team from, well, they're in Premier League 2, you know, from the bottom of the table to third, even though the league was shortened due to the issue. He actually did a wonderful job bringing them up from the bottom of the table to third, and that was impressive. And so that helped him to land the contract for on a permanent basis to be the manager for West Brom. So it's a good start for him, and if he continues to do as well, ultimately probably manage a bigger team, and who knows where after that. But I'm actually surprised, you know, who would have thought Dean Burton being an excellent manager.
A potential Jamaica coach, you're saying, Ray?
Who knows? Who knows? I mean, as far as I know, Jamaica has a coach already, but I guess probably 2024 World Cup. Is it 2024? No. Yeah.
26.
26. Yeah, 2026 World Cup. You know, who knows if Whitmore not on the helm? Who knows? Probably can't afford him by then. Who knows?
Ricky, we have Paul Hall as another under 23 coach.
Yes, Paul Hall, who played 48 matches for the Reggae Boyz between 97 and 2003, was an integral part of the team that led us to the World Cup. Played 3 World Cup matches, 0 goals, 0 cards. You know, so his World Cup, the highlight of his World Cup was just that he played, you know, the 3 matches. But he currently he holds a UEFA coaching license, which he received in 2009, and as such, he's now coaching QPR's under 23 team, which are 7th in a league of 9. So I don't know if he's doing well, because I would consider that relegation zone, but he's another potential coach that could replace a certain person that will remain unnamed, you know. And we wish Paul Hall all the best in the rest of his coaching career, and hope that he gets a call pretty soon also.
We also have on the list Frank Sinclair, and everybody should be familiar with Frank Sinclair. He's the assistant under 21 coach for Stoke City, and I see some of my analysts shaking their heads. What Frank Sinclair do you think at?
Frank Sinclair is still in football. But he was a mockery to Jamaica side, you know. He was a mockery to Jamaica
You
side.
remember from Frank Sinclair?
Man, tell you the star.
The amount of own goal and man.
That's what I'm saying. He was a mockery.
But
don't know why it's wanted to pick up that brother, you know.
But so on behalf of the under 21s from Stoke City, we want to wish them all the best under the leadership of
I'm of experience, so my most
Frank Sinclair. But there are coaches who weren't very good at football and are very good managers.
Yeah.
And we would want to think that
that's true. Club.
We would want to think that Frank Sinclair will be one of those. A very good manager. So we want to big up Frank Sinclair. We also want to big up Wilde Harris Ray, who is coach at Colorado Rapids. Is he the coach or is he assistant? And we know Wilde Harris has been in the MLS for all his life, pretty much. A very tactical player, and we want to big him up as one of the former Reggae Boyz who are now managing at the semi-highest level. Where we skip.
Hold on. Yeah, Wilde Harris is actually the assistant coach. Yeah, he's not a full-on coach, so he's an assistant coach at Colorado Rapids. Well, early days yet. You know, who knows how good he would be and end up being the coach eventually. Assistant coach currently.
We have to big up Joby McCann. Was a player coach at one point for Leighton Orient, and now he's a full-on manager. So, congrats, McAnuff.
Yeah, and League Two is like the third level football in England. So it's pretty much a professional football league. And we want to wish McAnuff all the best. There you have it, Sports DTM fans. A quick look at the former Reggae Boys who are now managing at the highest level. There are a lot of prospects out there, and we just want to zone in on these black managers getting jobs. We would have published in a previous video that there are no black managers at the highest level. So we just want to look at the former Reggae Boys who are succeeding, if you want to call it that, or are accelerating up the ladder to becoming a manager at the highest level and possibly to replace a coach in the local echelon. There you have it, Sports DTM fans. A quick look at the black managers out there. Anyway, I shake it in.
Which coach? Can't live.
One of them. There you have it, Sports DTM fans. Another episode of Sports Down the Middle. Remember to like, subscribe, leave your comment in the comment section below. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to come and join the Sports DTM family. Share it with everybody. Be blessed.